It's a never-ending carousel of wild thrills and breakneck speeds. There is nowhere else to be tonight. Let the thunder roll. Game on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Tobias, that was a beautiful introduction. Thank you so much. We're on the field here live with a shot early in game number 1. Ayo is going to be the guy that snipes it here from the corner. Let's take a look at that one more time. Catching everything up. Ladies and gentlemen, this series is do or die for the ARC Troopers. Sakura, they're a little worried for themselves. They're trying to get a nice seed in the playoffs, so this is still important to them, but very important for ARC Troopers. So let's introduce these guys. We're looking at the owner right now, Frank the Great, trying to lead his team to victory here. Last week he wasn't able to make it, and that was a very poorly timed L for them to take. Splumpy here, he's doing his best. He's coming in clutch, doing what he can on his side of the field. He's been very defensive, so we're going to want to take a look at what he can do on the defensive end. He might have some really good surprises for us in hand. Now, Ayo, we are super excited about this guy. He has so many nice shots, very good selection, very patient too. So Ayo is going to be the guy to look at. If he's doing well, popping off, ARC Troopers will win this handedly. And if he's not, Sakura will take this. Let's move on to Sakura here. Joshy's Juice. He's often referred to as one of the clutchest guys in the league. He's had overtime. He's had shots that bring us in overtime, and he's ended overtime games. So he's all over the place, very clutch in moments of pressure. And Caleb J, the #1 draft pick in the OSL Season 2, he's going to take that shot like it's his bread and butter. That was just another day for him. Just another shot. Look at that. Honestly, I thought that was going to hit the cross guard, but Caleb J, not him, man. He knew that was going to go in. And that leaves us with Crimson rocking the battle bus today, kind of trying to meme on these ARC Troopers just a little bit. Just a little bit with this car. Now, look at that, though. The precision is still there. He practices with this car. It could easily be his main, and it really does find a way to jump into the psychology of the opposing team here. And so, kind of nice to see that he's taking this route. I like it. I like it. Week 5, you got to pull out all the stops, and that includes the battle bus. So here we are on our snowy map. It's winter. Everyone feels it. There's a blizzard outside and inside, so might as well show that. So this is going to be pretty interesting to see how this turns out. I don't have exactly the numbers, but Ayo missing that shot just barely off the post. There's Splumpy trying to recover off the rebound. Good deflection, though, coming out of Sakura. Ayo does go for a bit of a back pass. Not sure if that's what he wanted. It does work out, though, as we do find ourselves a clear for our purple Troopers. And Crimson bopping it up, trying to push it forward against ARC Troopers now. And this game is tied up. It's a lot closer than I probably would have thought. But, I mean, we're only a couple minutes in. We haven't really seen the full potential of these guys just yet. So, I think as this series of 5 breaks out, we're going to see a lot of crazy stuff from these guys. Joshy's Juice now. Let's see what he's got. A good challenge from Frank. And nice back pass from Splumpy. I really like that play. Ayo knows what to do with those. And it's oh man, that was actually a pretty decent center, but a bit of a whiff coming from ARC Troopers. Crimson now going to push it to Joshy's Juice, and the shot is there. It's a bit too acute, though. Not in a cute way. It just, you know, it wasn't wide. It was the opposite of wide, and okay. Splumpy is going to try and help out his teammate here. Ayo, can he go for the rebound here? He's going for it. That's a shot. It's going to be floating up off the crossbar, though. Really good attempt, though, from Splumpy. Now, Joshy's Juice is going to push it forward, but another nice challenge from Frank, and Ayo with the follow-up. This is a shot on net, and it goes in. Let's take a look at that from someone's perspective. I guess we can't. Shot master, says Ayo. He's kind of rubbing it in there. That was a nice long shot. Like I said, he's our sniper of this series so far. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more where that came from. So here we go again. Minute 20 here. We need to find the equalizer for Sakura. They've done that already once this game. Can they do it again? Our equalizer didn't really come from a fancy shot. It was just Caleb J floating it in over everyone's hoods. Will that be our equalizer once again? Joshy's juice, though. He's our equalizer early after the previous play. Not wasting any time on this. Kind of just passing it to himself, doing his own thing, making the most of a whiff on the side of ARC Troopers. So now we have a minute remaining. This one is close. Very close. I'm going to pull out some statistics here just so we can take a look at what's on the line for these guys. Build the storyline. Minute remaining. Frank the Great tries to push forward, but Crimson has a really nice follow-through on this offense. Splumpy doing his best to push forward, kind of losing it, though, giving Caleb J some room to go for a clear. Ayo, though, with the shot. Good save from Crimson. That one was kind of close. And Caleb J gets it past one. Can't get it past Frank, though. Crimson with a nice long shot deflected by Ayo. You can't defeat the master with his own moves. It was a nice snipe, but oh, another missed opportunity. Just solid defense, though, I think, in my opinion, from ARC Troopers here. They got bodies in front of the net where they should be, and they're not bumping into each other. It's working out pretty well. Crimson can't quite find the double tap that he wanted to get that one centered. So 10 seconds here. I think we are going to go to overtime. Oh, man. Failed double tap attempt from Ayo. Pushing it the wrong direction. Ball is in the air. Will it stay up? Rule number 0. Let's see here. Keeping it up. We are on the side of purple. I'm not sure if you're purple and you want to keep it up. Might not be the best idea. Overtime is where we're going to go, though. So let's see this. First overtime. These guys are keeping it close. Big pinch off these guys. That was like when my mom pinches me for not doing something right when I was a kid. That one just hurt. Off both of them. Goes to the complete opposite side. And here comes an opportunity for a shot. Doesn't even count as a shot apparently. But we're still keeping the pressure on ARC Troopers. Crimson going up for it. Using all of his boost to get up to this one. And here comes the shot from Frank. Easily deflected by Caleb. But the offense is still here. Thanks to Splumpy keeping it in play. Frank the Great now he's going to push it to the other side. Going up for it. He will be challenged by Joshy. And that's going to go into Splumpy's hand, and we're heading back to Sakura. But it's Caleb, though. He's going to do what he can. He doesn't really have any more boost to work with. Ayo does go for a challenge here, and Crimson finds a way to get to it before the next ARC Trooper does. And he's bumping people in the net. We just need to see a shot from Sakura. And it looks like we're not going to see it, so the defense has a little time to collect themselves for ARC Troopers. Purple team finally get the clear that they need. We just didn't really see a shot there, a good shot at least from Sakura. A pinch almost between the aerial, duo here between Crimson and Caleb. That would have been really solid pinch. I don't know if it would have went in. That's really hard to aim those, but I like that. It's a solid play. So minute 37 here. This is a long overtime. I think pretty much in the OSL, it's either a really short overtime, and here's a long shot from Ayo, and Caleb with a huge save, using that crossbar to get this ball out of here. That was really clutch. I thought that was going to be another snipe off Ayo to get this one in, but Caleb J read that one, and here comes another save. Crimson's going to get that one. It's not counted, though. Off this backboard here, do we see follow-up? Yes, we do. Crimson's there, and Splumpy getting himself a save. Really nice defense from both teams now. This ball is going to kind of be given to ARC Troopers here. Crimson kind of aligning himself for a challenge. That was a really nice pass. Splumpy realizing that he would have been challenged if he went up on the wall for this one. So giving it to his teammate behind him a little bit. Really nice from him. And here comes another clear from Splumpy. He's really increased his defense. I love what I'm seeing from Splumpy right now, man. Ayo is faking people out, using his 1v1 skills to just be as patient as possible. Look at this. A really nice fake out, and barely getting that one over Crimson at the very last second. Caleb J tries to go for another pass off the backboard there. I mean, save. So that was crazy. Arc Troopers. I'm thoroughly impressed with AU. Absolutely. 740 points, really carrying his team. He had all 3 goals, 7 shots. So he's keeping the aggression pumping. Let me tell you guys where we're at. Lawnmowers are out. So it's pretty much Arc Troopers have to win, and Sombreros or ISO need to lose. So that's kind of where we're at. And that's only a tie. That brings it a tie. We'd have to look at who played who and who breaks the tiebreaker between these guys. So, man, it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one when we look at our board. But this is a must-win for Arc Troopers if they want any shot. And Ayo is doing his best to achieve that. Look at him. Just grab this one. It was a really nice pass from Sakura there to give it to him. Part of his strat, Crimson, being that honk from across the fields from the battle bus. He's getting into the minds of Arc Trooper. At least he's doing his best to distract them. Is it working, though? It's been close. We'll probably find ourselves another close game. Ayo with another shot, keeping the pressure flowing. And there he is again. That defensive line was not there. He is just taking advantage of everything that Sakura is giving him right now. That's the mark of a good player right there. So, we haven't really talked about what happens if Sakura loses this. Right now, they're sitting very... how do I say this? Oh my gosh. Ew, with another goal. That's his hat trick in the first minute of this game. Somehow, there needs to be some talks between Sakura here. Caleb J missed that clear, unfortunate for him. But Sakura needs to find a way to stop Ayo. He's been the driving force, and he will continue to be the driving force as long as you continue to give him room. So I don't know about that. You got to knock him out with a bump or a demo or something. You got to keep it away from him. Play hot potato with your teammates to get it away from him. Otherwise, he will take an inch and turn it into a mile. But anyways, Sakura losing this will put them... Let's see. Put them 3-2. Ah, man. That's like a huge tie. Like, I think Sakura, if they want to stay in second, they have to win this, and that'll give them a better seed in the playoffs. That'll make things a little bit easier going into the post game or post regular season games. Ayo pushing this one forward and tries to find a shot himself. Crimson with a nice shot. Oh my gosh, Frank the Great barely even saw him there, and he finds a save. Basically, if Sakura loses this and ISO win this, it's a tiebreaker, but Sakura wins that tiebreaker. Frank the Great finding himself a goal. But it's also a tiebreaker between if Sombreros were to win and Sakura win. Oh wait, that doesn't work. Sakura lose and Sombreros win. That's also a tiebreaker. Did Sakura beat Sombreros? I don't remember. Let's find out. Oh, Sakura got the W against Sombreros, so they do win that. They do win that tiebreaker. So, I think playoff hopes and dreams for Sakura are secured. But this is really, they want to get a better seed. They really want to have that better seed. They want to go against Berserkers and just straight off. I think they lost against them. Let's find out. History, week 2, Sakura lost against Berserkers. It was a close one, but... yeah, so don't want to go against the people that you lost to unless you absolutely have to, and you'd have to in the grand finals. Big demo on Frank the Great from Crimson, open up some space. I want to see more of that. We really haven't seen any demos, and I think that shows. Arc Troopers have gotten a ton of space. Wow, that was a nice shot. Just not enough power. Big demo AO now, answering Crimson with a demo of his own. Off the backboard, double commit from Sakura there. Does not turn into a shot at all with the failed accuracy there. And Ayo's gonna push this one forward. Look at him. He's doing turns and spins. He's looking like he's flying instead of driving. Here comes the shot. It's a bit too wide though, so it's going to be easily cleared. Now we're a minute 23 here. If you're Sakura, I think right now you can tell these guys are a bit lost with how they're playing. It's not really fluid at all, and the playmaking from each individual player just isn't there. We've seen a couple of mistakes on two of the players now. So I think if you're Sakura, you're just trying to collect yourself, accept the L here. You're going to be down 2-0, and that's going to stink. But if you're in the voice chat for these guys, you need to start talking. How are we going to change this? Because the first minute was 3 goals, and then the next 4 minutes here has only led to 1 goal. So they've made some changes already. We just need to see more of those changes. And I think it's sending someone loose on Ayo. I think that would be a really smart play. Could just be bumps. It could be demos. But I would send Joshy's Juice, even though he's a very clutch guy when it comes to goals. Crimson and Caleb have that really good backcourt history, really good chemistry between each other. So if you just worry about you two, and your other guy is just going for demos on the #1 player on the opposite team, I think you will find some pretty good success from that. If you've got some windows opened up, your two guys with big chemistry can do a ton of stuff with that. That's what I want to see. I don't know if we'll see it. Whoa, what was that shot, Splumpy? That was like a weird double tap off the floor. That was crazy. Seeing a GG easy from Frank the Great. I mean, sure, I bet it was easy for you, Frank. I mean, let's look at what you did here. You got a goal. What's going on here? Okay, everything's fine. I thought I saw a weird lineup, but it was normal. So yeah, what we're going to want to take attention to and pay it to is Sakura and their changes. How are they going to stop, substitute, or eliminate Ayo? And that's going to start with an early goal from Joshy's Juice. This one's going to go off the ceiling, and actually a bit of an own goal from Arc Troopers to push that one in as they try to go for the save. So really nice aggression early in this game for Sakura. That's going to help a ton. Building an early lead is very important. I think we've actually seen it. First 2 games, guess who got the first 2 goals or the first goal in each game? It was Arc Troopers. So our theory there, how majority of these games, the first goal can turn into a win. We've seen that theory broken a couple times now, but I think it's like 80% of games, which is a pretty big percentage when it comes to matches these close between these guys. Shot is going to be deflected by Caleb J. And a big demo on Ayo from Crimson. That's what I'm talking about. This is a good window, and Splumpy is going to ruin that momentum. Really good job from him. And Joshy's going to push this one forward. Another big demo. This window has been open, but Sakura, they can't seem to find the center that they need. We're still doing our best. Here comes a nice center, and Caleb J is ready there in the midfield. Yeah, I love that pass play. Not really utilizing the wall there, because wall passes, when they roll off the wall in front of the net, can be easily pushed off and cleared. So really nice play from Sakura. Want to see more of that. And the demos, we've seen a lot of demos already. I think we've seen more demos in this game than we have in the previous 2 games. So and we're only a minute and a half in. So I'm just talking about purely from Sakura demoing Arc Troopers. So I think that was a conscious play that has been made. Ayo, really nice mind games that he's trying to play right in front of the net here. And here comes another shot from Caleb J. These guys are warming up. This is turning into a series now thanks to the efforts of Sakura. It's going to bounce and splash right in. I'm enjoying some coffee right now, guys. It's pretty good. It's like a peppermint mocha. I like it. Kind of spicy. Know what else is spicy? Ayo pushing this one back to the corner so we can set up ARC Troopers for an opportunity to get a big play. But bigger clear is coming out of Caleb J here. Joshy's going to get a demo on Frank. I don't think this window is really going to be utilized because Ayo is right there pressing forward, charging the field. Joshy with a really nice clear, but that's going to be easily pushed back by Splumpy. Caleb J giving it his best shot to go for another center. Joshy's going to whiff this one thanks to Frank the Great, and this ball is going to be nearly own goal. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness for Joshy's juice to get the clear there. And Crimson tried to go for a bit of a fake of his own, but Ayo is too wise. Big demo on Splumpy here. Crimson seeking that one out. Now, if you've noticed, he's actually trying now. No more battle bus for him. And Frank the Great gets a shot of his own finally. And he's going to push this one forward. It looks like it's no more GG easy. He's going to have to do things, take matters into his own hands. Ayo with the shot. Easily saved by Crimson. Henry is watching behind me. He's pretty excited about this game. He's been a longtime fan of I actually don't think he really likes either team, but he likes Rocket League, so he's watching, just chilling. Now here we go. Ayo, he's got a ton of boost. Name a more iconic duo. Ayo and a ton of boost driving by himself down the field. It was pretty good, but he couldn't be as patient as he would have liked to. Still making a pretty nice opportunity to keep this ball in play. And now here's the center. Crimson does get a good clear, though, and Frank tries to go up for it. This gives Crimson some room to go for the nasty ground pinch, securing another goal. Let's watch this again. Going up for it. Barely enough boost to push this one down. Ayo is there, but when you got a nice pinch like that, that one is hard to outrace that one. Caleb's going to go up for this one. Maybe we can build a bit more of a bank for goals. And here comes Joshy. Pushing it forward. Minute remaining here. So, some very nice changes were made on the part of Sakura. I'm trying to think, what were they? We've seen a lot more physicality, a bit more demos, and Crimson, of course, changing his car. That helps a little bit. I'm trying to think what else, though, we've seen. Is it more aggression? Or are we seeing a lack of something from ARC Troopers now? Because we saw... I mean, let's take a look at the shots real quick from these guys. Splumpy here doesn't have any shots. Ayo here only has 2 shots, and he had 7 shots in the first game. Can't remember how many shots he had in the second one, but Frank the Great here has 2 shots. So really a lack of shots from these guys. Now if we look on the other team, 2 shots from Josh, 3 shots from Caleb, and 3 shots from Crimson. So they are out shooting them like crazy. So definitely could be a lack of clears from ARC Troopers, as we're seeing right now. Could be a lack of efficiency on the offense for them, or it could be something else. But nevertheless, this series just got a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. It's only fair that we head over to the home field of ARC, since we just were at the home field for Sakura here. It's only fair. So I'm going to be really interested in seeing how ARC Troopers make some changes to be more efficient with their clears, turn those clears into good offense, and then turn that good offense into shots on net. This ball's ready. Splumpy getting a nice early shot here. Wasn't quite on target, though. Here comes a really nice block from Ayo. That's really solid defense early for these guys. And Crimson's going to bounce it off the wall. Not quite enough follow-up as Ayo was right there ready to push this one out. And Splumpy gets a really nice save. Caleb J going up for it immediately. Okay, Crimson pushing Joshy out of the way to get this center. And Joshy's just, oh, can he be on target? Crimson gets a bump and oh my gosh, the pass was there, but Caleb J missing that shot. Didn't even look like a shot. That's how bad it was. And here we go. We're going to the other side now. These guys, they're doing a lot of aggression in the midfield, but Caleb J is going to jump over the top of everyone here to secure this goal, thanks to Crimson's really solid pass here off the wall there. It was a double commit again for Sakura. I see so many double commits. I think it's usually Joshy. That's okay. However, if ARC Troopers start to note that, one clear turns into big momentum if it's off of a double commit from Sakura. Frank's right here to grab this one. He turns into a shot. Ayu was there. I definitely would have probably liked to seen a pass there if there was, since there was a defender. But really, that was a really good shot. It was a bit slow because of the angle. It's kind of weird, but somehow the accuracy was there for Frank. That was really nice. And Ayo's going to get this one over the top of his Sakura hood. Caleb trying to not use the wall too much. He does get it past Ayo here. Gets it past Splumpy. Can't quite get it past Frank without a touch there, so that's going to buy some time for our troopers. And now we're in the center field here. Splumpy's going to bicycle kick this one back to Ayo. Ayo taking his time trying to figure out how to get past Crimson. He does get past one. Can't get past Joshy, though, with the nice center. The follow-up, though, was unexpected because that looked like that was going to be blocked on the passing lane there in front of the net. Ayo going to send this one out. Sakura was ready, though, this time. No double commit on this. So we're going to head right back to ARC Troopers' purple side. Really nice shot. Is anyone up for a double commit? Again, can we see a quick clear from Ayo? He's got a ton of boost to work with, but Crimson with a really nice 50-50, securing some time for Sakura to get into play off of that. That was a close one. So Caleb J now, he's going to push it. Can he find the pass? Not quite. Actually, guess he does. Looks like he was going to double tap that, missed it, and then Crimson was there. One touch this time. Looked like he tried to go for it, and Splumpy had the right idea to try and come out and contest Crimson, but he just wasn't fast enough. He just wasn't up high enough either. And that's kind of hard when you have to drive out of the net to go do something. You either have to go up high or low, and a lot of times it'll still go out of the way here. And Caleb J getting yet another goal. This time it was off of a double tap. He's been looking for this shot, and look at that accuracy. It bounced though. 2 minutes here, so we're down by 3 now. I think ARC Troopers, they haven't really cracked the code as to make the follow-up adjustments against the adjustments that Sakura has made. Now, we could see some of that. Hopefully they're in a voice chat together. But is it too late? Crimson is going to knock Frank out of here. This gives some big opportunities for Caleb J's offense to flourish. And he collects himself a hat trick. Showing everyone why he is the #1 draft pick. Now let's run it back for ARC Troopers. They've got 1 life left to spare in this best of 5. So they need to find out how to beat these guys, how to adjust to them yet again. And what they can do to allow probably Ayu to either get some big team plays or get himself some room to be very offensive like we're used to knowing him. We haven't really seen too many shots from him, and this is going to turn into a near own goal from Ayu. He might be a little bit frustrated, but good thing Splumpy was there to save that error. And Ayu, he's got the ball, but nice challenging. Crimson has actually been challenging Ayu a lot faster, and I think that's really helpful. If you give Ayu space he's going to make the most of it. So really nice stuff from Sakura to recognize that and continue to challenge him early rather than later. Shot off the crossguard. Ball could go in. And Joshi is going to fly in like a bullet to make sure that goal is secured. Is it still GG easy, Frank? Now, if you notice, Frank said GG easy, and they've lost both games since, including this one. This game is pretty much over. 45 seconds, of course, that's 5 goals. That's more than 1 goal every 10 seconds. So that's not unheard of, but let's see if we can get that first goal here. Okay, there it is, Frank. I'm not even streaming, but he heard me. He's trying to prove himself right. What a save. Okay. Alright, so we need to see another goal. And somehow, somewhere, we need to find an extra goal within the next 10 seconds. But a lot of time being eaten up here by Caleb J and a demo from Crimson, knocking AO out of here. And another demo on Frank the Great. This is eating up a ton of time. So that's pretty much going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 4. This series is tied up. We're going to head over to another map, a neutral map, where fans of both sides will be able to see their player move on to the playoffs. And it's a little bit shaky for ARC Troopers, like we noted earlier, but Sakura, they get a W here. They get a spot in the playoffs. And Caleb J getting 700 points of his own with 6 shots. He is really coming out here with style, with a ton of carnage on his back. And speaking of carnage, Crimson had a ton of demos that were very useful, and it's getting into the heads of ARC Troopers, I think, and we're gonna see a lot of that. Crimson shouting out all his Gold League believers. Not sure why, since he's not in Gold League, but nevertheless, he's an oldie goldie, and he's ready to represent. This ball is on center in front of ARC Troopers, and AO is going to get past 1. Can he get past 2? Yes. Can't quite be accurate after getting past the 3, but this is really good aggression from ARC Troopers. Splumpy can't quite challenge. Neither can Frank the Great. This leaves AO and a recovering Splumpy, and that's going to turn into an easy goal for Joshy's Juice. Yeah, we saw 3 failed challenges from ARC Troopers. There's the 3rd one there. And Splumpy just wasn't really in line to stop this shot as it was rolling parallel with the wall, from the wall rather, into the net. That doesn't make sense what I just said, but in my head it did. What I meant to say was the ball was rolling from the wall straight out, and then it got turned like it was a 90-degree angle into the net thanks to Joshy's Juice. Does that make more sense? I know Jack just said no. Oh, doxed. Okay, AO's going to bump this one off the corner. Caleb J is going to grab it, pass it to his buddy, and his buddy, Crimson, is going to do nothing. AO is going to try and give this one to Splumpy. Splumpy can't quite find the tap, and Frank the Great needs to block Crimson or something. We got to see someone get knocked out here. We haven't really seen that physicality from ARC Troopers at all. I really haven't seen too many strategic demos at all, or bumps rather. Not even rather, just either of those. Frank the Great's going to push this one, and Caleb's going to get a goal off a bicycle hit. Let's see if Joshy can roll out here. This ball is on net. It goes off the crossguard, and here comes the follow-up from Splumpy. Nice shot from Splumpy to be there to follow up. Not giving up on the play, even if both Caleb and Crimson were there. He was ready. Everything on the line for both teams here. But really, it's ARC Troopers that they have everything to lose. So I wonder if that pressure's getting to them. Ayo's going to push this one out. And let's see what we can see here from Joshi, trying to push it forward. And here comes a really nice center field center from Ayo. And Ayo tries to go for a nice little redirect. Kind of turns into a bit of a stoppage, though. And Crimson gets past one, can't get past Ayo. Joshi going to do what he can. This ball is just kind of going back and forth. We're not really seeing too many plays. Kind of a opportunity there. Crimson gets demo, knocked out of this play early. And here comes the shot, though. Caleb tries to follow up, and Crimson's back to take the shot all the way from the other side. He comes out and secures that goal. That was off of a demo, and he just went straight for that ball like he was a heat seeker. Heat seeker, you get it? This ball's heading back to our troopers early off the kickoff. And Caleb gonna push it back, keeping it on purple side. I don't know if we've seen the Batmobile the entire series. I feel like this was just pulled out. And this ball easily goes in. I was not expecting that. I don't think our troopers were either. Let's see that snipe. Yeah, those are the snipes we were seeing early in this series from Ayo. Those kind of shots, just always putting it on net wherever he was on the field. And almost a shot from Ayo off the kickoff there. It wasn't quite spicy enough, not enough heat. Frank's going to knock this one down, and we need to see an equalizer very quickly for ARC Troopers. And we're center field again. Splumpy's going to try and go for this one. Not really big of a punch onto the ball there. But we're still here in the corner. And this ball is centered. Caleb J finds a clear. And Joshi is going to clear even harder. Ball quite almost on net. Still centered. No one's there, though. And it's just Ayo and Caleb J. He gets past. No, he doesn't. Actually, Caleb J getting his third save. I don't know how he did that. We'll have to take a look at that later. But that was a really close one. Joshi's juice now trying to get that shot, building a big lead here with a minute remaining, 2 goals up. Sakura are feeling pretty good about themselves right now. And Crimson gonna push this one up. Can't find himself a double tap, but Joshi is ready though to try and keep it in play. Ayo getting Crimson out of this play right now. And we need to see a clear off of that. That would have been really solid. Caleb J centering this one. And Sakura just going to play things slow. Ayo does go up for it. Frank the Great and Splumpy just kind of sitting back and watching, unfortunately. I would love to see, there's nothing to lose at this point. You're not in the playoffs, and you won't be if you don't win. You just got to throw yourself at the ball. We're not seeing that. We're actually seeing the opposite. Ayo trying his best. This is the last opportunity that he'll get. And Caleb J is going to clear this one out. Just like he just cleared out the team of purple. The team of troopers in ARC. They're done. They're out of this playoff contention talk. And it's Sakura. Can you believe it? So where does that bring us? Let's take a look at our statistics here. So with that play, let's edit this real quick. We saw a W from Sakura. I could do like 3-2. Yeah, I could probably do stuff like that. It's not a bad idea. Probably like a space though between. Maybe it's like, yeah, it should be like that, I think. Okay. Now we haven't seen ISO sombreros yet. That'll do something. Now we saw Berserkers win here. This was a W from them. 3, 2, 1. Is that how we did it? No, I did it backwards. Okay. 1 to 3. It doesn't really look that good, but whatever. Whatever. So where does that bring us in the standings? Let's update this real quick. Where does that bring us? Edit here. Sakura. Pretty much 4 to 1. No, wait. There we go. 4 to 1. Can't believe Sakura's only lost 1. Now that brings you guys 4 and 4. So, where does that leave Sombreros and ISO? Well, there's kind of a weird thing. ISO will be above. Now, it doesn't really matter anymore that there's a 0.5. So, well, actually, it kind of does for ISO. I'm not sure what we're going to see here. This is going to be kind of spooky. Kind of spooky. ISO Sombreros. So, let's think about this. Sombreros win. It's 3-2. And these guys are 2-2.5. So, there's really no tiebreaker here, right? Like, they're both 2-2 technically. You know, there's just kind of a shifty thing here. So if ISO loses, they're 2-2-ish, 3-ish, whatever. I know I'm being confusing, but then that'll put Sombreros in 3. So pretty much, whoever wins this between Sombreros and ISO, decide who they're gonna play against. So if you're in this 3 spot, you're going to play against Sakura. So right now, ISO is lined up to play against Sakura early in the playoffs. And Sombreros right now are in a position to go against Berserkers. So technically, these guys are tied right now. And the winner of this gets to play Sakura. And the loser has to play Berserkers. So that's the easiest way to talk about it. So I'm pretty curious to see how this one works out. I'm excited. I'm pretty excited. We have everything updated? Yeah, we do. Okay. So ISO and Sombreros. I'm not sure when we're going to see them. Let's see when they were talking. Oh, these guys want an interview. All right. I did some math, and I've got some questions and some comments. And maybe another question. Sure. You guys ready? I don't have a green screen set up, so we're just going to do this in Discord today.
What?
Sorry. Anyways, so I did the math. You guys have secured 2nd place in the playoffs. Woo!
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Cool.
So who would you guys rather go against? ISO or Sombreros? I think I know the answer, but let's see if I'm right.
Talking about this, yeah, we've been talking about this throughout our, you know, after these games. I think we were talking, and we would much rather play ISO.
But
right.
any game is a win. I played horrible that day against Sombreros. I'm confident we can take it when I'm playing even slightly decent.
Yeah, that makes sense. So pretty much when we see ISO and Sombreros, the winner gets to play against you guys. That's gonna be how it is. So, and then the loser will have to go up against Berserkers. So who do you guys think will win against ISO Sombreros? I think probably Sombreros, but ISO, after defeating Berserkers handedly last week, I really don't know what's gonna happen from them.
Yes, but wasn't it with their sub Berserkers?
That is true. They did have a sub. They didn't have K-Dogs with them, their best player. But
and K-Dogs, yeah.
They still had, a pretty solid team though.
Oh, no,
I mean, they had a GC. They had, they had Low Wire Brush Dude, and then they had Vlasic, who, not bad, but that's still a GCC and a Diamond against a GCC and another C. So, and then they're the ones that swept. Like, it wasn't even close. All the games were pretty much a blowout too. So,
I think Sombreros overall are a more balanced team than ISO.
Sombreros for sure. They go deep. They somehow manage to get a ton of players, and they're all halfway decent. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, not my opinion on it, but by like ranking, even the worst player on their team, Ethan, is a very good player.
well, actually,
So
their worst player
he's-
is Bad Skywalker, and he's like not even ranked bronze. So.
Oh, well, I mean, like for their main roster.
For their
Sorry.
starters.
Oh, for sure. So yeah, the top three, they usually roll out Judah / Radio and Kariaga, who are both highly ranked. I don't know what they are in threes. I know Kariaga, when he's practiced and warmed up, he's definitely a GC in threes. And I think
Definitely.
Radio is like definitely high champion. And then
He's around C2.
yeah.
He's around C2, but he's told me before he's like gotten higher ranked before. Like
Yeah.
he just hasn't played ranked that much.
And then for their third man, it's usually either Bacon or Ethan. And they're both
Bacon.
pretty similar. I think Bacon is technically higher ranked, but I think Ethan is a little bit easier to play with.
I thought Bacon
That's a
was
good
only
point.
C1.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Let's see if I have him added.
He-
See what I can
He
see.
was. It's kind of the same thing with him. Like he doesn't play ranked, but he is. He was way like a lot of seasons ago, like champ 2, almost 3. So kind of similar thing. But that's a good point that you said. Ethan is a lot easier to play with, though.
Yeah.
I think his team mentality is like very spot on.
For sure. I'm trying to find Ethan in 3v3. I don't know if he even plays it. Let's see.
Ethan is champ 2 in doubles, but I don't
Yeah.
know if it's-
I'll just take doubles because that's what most people play anyway for the ladder. Let's see. So Bacon, Ethan is 11th on my leaderboard, and that's C2. And then Bacon Boy, where's the Bacon Boy? I thought I had him added. Do I not have Bacon added? That'd be kind of sad.
I'm pretty sure last I checked he was like C1 or C2. But that was from getting carried, so who knows?
So yeah, Ethan definitely like deserving of his spot. He does play with like a lot of really good players too, but I feel like he complements them where he can in his position. So it really is. I think if they want, they should play Ethan. But
yeah, I think Ethan is a better consistent player. He's got okay enough mechs, although I don't think they top Bacon's. Bacon has good mechs, he's just not really consistent.
yeah, I think that's fair. Even if Bacon is like practicing and everything, he still can be kind of different from game to game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had Bacon added. That would be like really nice. But yeah, okay, so that's pretty solid. So you guys want to play ISO? Why is that?
You have their number.
I'd say that too, but also it's probably more of like a one person show.
Right.
And, like I mean, that is a real insane threat. The whole team can be a threat if they put something together and they have a team play going into this. But I mean, if we only have to watch out for one player, it's not the worst thing in the world. Especially when going against a team like Sombreros who had like 3-headed offense, any one of them could score, and I was playing horrible that day. These two still carried. I'm not entirely.
Think about it this way. ISO is able to bring the first 2 games in your regular season match against them. The first 2 games were very close. I think one of them even turned into an overtime. The other one was uber close, and then the third game was a blowout. And that was with the sub of someone who was GC, and you guys had like a crazy roster that week that should all means been a sweat, but ISO still found a way to keep the first 2 games uber close. Now, do you think with your regular roster it'll be something similar to that, or do you think they'll be able to make it even closer?
I think the opposite. I think with Josh on our roster rather than Caleb or exactly
Caleb.
7 other Caleb, I think we'll have more chemistry because we all kind of know what each other are doing, and we kind of messed up our like chemistry with another sub that we didn't play with often. So I think we'll have a better handle on ISO, even despite Josh being a lower rank.
Okay.
And even like again, just to further that point, I know different teams, but it kind of still applies. How I'm technically the only GC on this team, and they were able to carry it with the offense. I know they can come through with a full roster against Sombreros again, but
Okay.
definitely not a slouch team. ISO, just putting that out there too.
Yeah, solid stuff. All right. Now when we talk about this series, we're gonna bring it back here. You guys lost the first 2 games. What were the adjustments that you guys talked about making after that loss?
I switched off of Battle Bus.
Yeah, I noticed that. But what else?
Well, I'm usually in the position of like quote unquote coach,
Sure.
but
Coach Caleb.
yeah, and I mean I know what these guys can do again the match, but I told them don't give them any room, just be in their faces, don't give them any room. We know how to play against these type of players. They were doing the same thing too, trying to lock us in our half, and it worked a few goals, of course. So we just had to.
Yeah. Well, I thought possibly Frank saying GG easy was a little bit of an extra motivator too. Did that help?
I noticed Josh noticed it, so probably.
I think like I don't know, I have to watch it back, but I feel like Frank said GG easy and then Josh got like the first goal of game 3. I can't remember. I feel like that's what happened. I don't know if that is actually what happened, but that would be pretty cool if that is what happened.
If game 3 was on the Arc base, was it?
No, game 3 was Forbidden Temple.
Oh, okay.
Was it? Wait, so game 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Game 1 and 2, it was Snowy
Right.
Coliseum and then Gilded
Right.
and then
Yeah.
Forbidden Temple because I was like, well, we got to head to Forbidden Temple just in case these guys get swept. They can have their fans, give them a proper send-off. And then I was like, well, they're winning. It's a proper. We have to match it with Ark's home field, and then we ended on Champions Field.
We just want to give you props for choosing Champions
Dude.
Field on game 5.
Yeah,
I,
that
well,
was
I
good.
props for that, and also I actually do like now that you explained it what you were doing. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah. It's kind of
Game 1
fun.
and 2 random maps. Whoever's losing their map, and then that makes sense.
That might be fun to continue that. Because I did have fun. It was fun choosing the maps this time. Usually it's always random, but I like doing it
makes
this way.
you feel more involved.
Yeah, it makes me feel special.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you guys have any last words? You're not dying or anything, but any last words for this stream?
I'd like to thank my mom.
Aw.
No, but
She pays for the Wi-Fi.
yeah.
True. All right.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Well, okay, and on a serious note, really thank you. You're setting up this again. It's like an awesome little community thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm excited to keep making it better. I almost have like a formula ready to like roll out.
Ooh, okay.
So-
Yeah.
Well, once
Can't wait for you to get monetized.
Yeah.
that
can have
too,
a-
that
All more new gadgets and cool tricks for the
Yeah.
next season to come.
Yeah. I'm excited to do that. Once I have like a set formula, I'll have it probably figured out by the grand finals. Then I'll just have to like write it out and then it'll be like my script or something. I went to this place the other day to try and figure out like some awards for winners. And they have like, I don't know, would you guys like the idea of like, those medallion things that you wear? I don't know what they're actually called. Not a medallion.
Ice?
But like, what is that? What is that called? Like the thing that you wear when you win something.
Lucky
Medal.
charm. Oh, medal.
yeah, I
Metal
would prefer like a Rolex
necklace.
If you could get that.
Yeah, me too. Maybe like a gold chain with a Sakura tree on the dot.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
That'd
man.
be
No.
sick.
That might be kind of cool, actually. I could
Oh.
I could no. I'm thinking of the metal necklace thing. Not necklace, but like what is it called?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I
Metal.
think
Metal.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's saying not a necklace though.
Lanyard metal. So yeah, it's
Like
kind of like
a
a lanyard
pin?
metal. Anyways, there's this cool thing that I found that this like local business they can have like a cool metal and they can engrave stuff on it, but then in the middle it's like an image, and then they put like an epoxy over it, and then
That's
it's
super cool.
yeah. And so I'm thinking what I could do is have like the winning team logo on it.
That would be sick.
Ooh.
That would be sick. Yeah.
That would actually be
'Cause-
sick. Yep.
I think it's only like I think that what they told me is like $8 per medal, so it's like not that bad.
Mm.
That's pretty crazy.
So yeah, I might do that. That might be really
Yeah.
cool. I think the Sakura tree, if you guys can do it, that'd be probably one of the best
Yeah.
medals ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the pizza
Oh my
hat too, right?
Yeah, I'd like to make more hats. I think I still need to find a hat place. But
I think like just a black hat with standard white, like just the letters OSL on it. I think that would be kind of clean.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
that would be cool. Yeah, I was gonna put like the OSL logo on it too.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice.
Because, I mean, the logo is so simple that just having, like, the logo embroidered on the front of the hat, just, like, kind of small, right? Like, have you ever seen those hats that have, like, a rose on it?
Yeah,
Yeah, like that size.
yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense.
Like, I think that would look pretty cool. And if it's a black hat, I would make a black hat. It would help make the orange and white, like, pop out a little bit more from the logo.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking for awards. Still trying to nail that one. Find the best, most cost-effective way to do it. But, yeah, it'll be fun. Anyways,
Yeah,
I'm
well-
going to end the stream here. Any last words again? It's your moment to shine even brighter.
Any
I
last
think,
words?
Exactly.
I think we're all good. Thank you again.
All right.